CJ stepped warily up the air stairs. "Why black out the windows?" she whispered to Hamish.
"I've no idea,"
Hamish said, equally concerned. He carried his Canon EOS 5D digital SLR camera slung over his shoulder. Arriving in the plush main cabin of the jet, CJ stopped, surprised. Already seated there were two Americans, both men, one of whom was in the process of being interviewed by a Chinese television crew. CJ paused in the doorway, not wanting to interrupt. She had always been a good observer, a close watcher of things. It came, she guessed, from observing predators in the wild. You didn't settle in to watch a croc or a gator without first assessing the surrounding area for other predators. Whether she was in a shopping mall, a meeting, or here in a private jet, CJ's eyes always swept the area for important details, and with her memory, she remembered everything. She saw many details here. A sticker on the television camera read CCTV. That was the Chinese state television network. The cameraman's jacket was a cheap Lacoste ripoff, common in China. The female TV reporter looked like a stewardess on an airplane. Crisp brown skirt suit with the same CCTV logo on the breast pocket. The American being interviewed, and he seemed quite comfortable being the center of attention, was a big-bellied man of about 50, with a carefully trimmed gray beard that had clearly been grown in an attempt to conceal his wobbly jowls, the jowls of a man who had enjoyed many long lunches. "That's Seymour Wolf," Na whispered reverently to CJ, "from the New York Times." Na needn't have singled him out. CJ knew who he was. Everyone knew who Seymour Wolf was. He was not just a columnist at the Times, he was the columnist, the paper's most well-known and influential op-ed writer. After a few successful books on 21st-century global affairs, he was regarded as the man who informed America about the world. He also, CJ saw, appeared entirely untroubled to be traveling in a jet with blacked-out windows. CJ heard snippets of what Wolf was saying. "I was here for the Beijing Olympics in 2008. What a spectacle. Things move so fast here. If the government wants a new high-speed train built, it is built. If it wants a new city, then a new city is built. It is just so dynamic. China is the future, and the rest of the world had better get used to it. 1 in 5 people on this planet is Chinese." The CCTV reporter smiled broadly, almost fawning as she asked, "Are you excited about what you are going to see today?" Wolf leaned back and smiled. "I'm not sure what to think, as I don't yet know exactly what I am going to see. If China has reimagined the concept of the zoo, then I am curious to see what she has done. I cannot imagine it will be small. I am, how shall I put this, officially intrigued." The interview concluded, and CJ and Hamish were ushered inside the jet. Na introduced them to Wolf, before indicating the other, much younger man traveling with him. "And this is Mr. Aaron Perry, also from the New York Times, from their e-news division." Aaron Perry was about 30, and he had spiky black hair that had been carefully molded into position with large amounts of gel. He wore serious, thick-framed glasses, a designer suit, and the attitude of someone who knew more than you did. He slouched in his seat. CJ hadn't heard of him, but evidently Hamish had. "You're the Twitter guy," Hamish boomed. "I love your shit, dude. Forget the paper. I get all my news from your Twitter feed." "Thank you." Perry smiled wanly, apparently too cool to accept praise. He held up a small Samsung phone. "My office, although not today." "Why not?" CJ asked. Na answered. "Our destination is a secure facility. It is covered by an electronic scrambling system. No cell phone signals in or out." "And the blacked-out windows?" Hamish asked. "You don't want us to see where we're going?" "Please forgive us, but the location of our zoo is a closely guarded secret, at least for now," Na said. "Not only must cell phone tracking systems be disabled, but even visual references. You will understand why when we get there. I am very sorry." The blackened-out Bombardier didn't take off immediately. Apparently, it was still waiting for 2 final passengers. As the plane waited, the Chinese TV reporter